Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be checking out this 200 watt solar panel from BougeRV. So let's go ahead and open it up and see what's inside. Alright, when you first open it up you can find a little bit of foam surrounding the panel along with the user's manual right here. There's also going to be this cardboard and some foam to protect the panel. And then here is the panel. It's also got a little bit of cardboard here to protect the wiring. And then your positive and negative wires are going to be, it looks like, kind of tied up at the top. You know, they already have the MC4 connections on them, which is standard for solar panels. And also, did I mention that this panel is flexible? Yeah, it is very flexible. You can touch it from top to bottom pretty easily. So if you have an RV with like a rounded top a little bit, this thing will flex around your curvatures fairly nicely. Let's see, the positive and negative cabling look to be about 3 feet long, about 36 inches. And here is all of the information about the panel right here on the front. I'll go ahead and put it on the screen so you can see it a little bit better. All right, the dimensions of this panel, it's going to be kind of hard to measure since it's kind of angled, but I'll just read it from the manual. It is 52.9 inches tall, and it's also 30.9 inches across. These cables, they're not quite 3 feet. They are 33.5 inches long, and they're 14 gauge cables. Like I said before, this is a 16 bus bar configuration, so that should give us a little bit more shade tolerance, but we'll go ahead and plug this thing into like a power station, and we'll try to see what kind of power we can get out of it on this nice sunny day. All right, now I have my BougeRV Arch 200 connected directly to a Victron solar charge controller that is connected to my CyclenBatt 12 volt battery. Let's go ahead and put the Victron app on the screen so we can see exactly what happens when we plug in our solar panel. All right, the app's on the screen and you can see that the battery voltage is 13.33 and the state is off right now because we do not have it connected. So let's go ahead and connect up the panels while we still have good sun. There we go, it's connected. There we go, the state changes to bulk and our power is starting to go up. Look at that, already up to 177 watts I saw at one point. 172. It's trying to find its maximum power point right now. All right, and we are getting 178 watts, which is pretty good because it is November 1st, 2025 in central Illinois. So the sun is not really going to get very high. It's pretty sunny. It's about as sunny as we're going to get. So 176 watts out of this panel. I don't even know if the angle is correct. You know, we might be able to get a little bit more, a little bit less, but it being a flexible panel, it's kind of hard to maneuver around. All right, I angled it down just a little bit, and you can see that we're actually up to 181 watts. But now the sun is starting to go behind some clouds, and we are starting to see a drop in wattage from this panel. You know, we're down to 150 watts now. There we go, 185 watts. So that is really good for it being in the beginning of November. The sun has gone behind a cloud, and we are now getting 39 watts. And that is typical for solar panels in general. I mean, when the clouds come out, you can see a reduction in solar power by, you know, 70, 80%. If it's really dark out, I mean, you're basically talking, you might get 5% from your panels. With a flexible panel at the beginning of November, getting 185 watts, that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy about that. All right, now that I'm back in the basement, let me tell you a little bit more about this BougeRV Arch 200. First of all, the coating. It's not that PET coating, it's that ETFE coating. So it's like sand-proof and it's scratch-proof. It's like anti-scratch. It's easy to clean, so it's perfect for desert environments. Secondly, look at all these bus bars. It's a 16 bus bar cell configuration. So that really can give you up to like a high of a 25% conversion rate. Another thing about this panel is that the bypass diode has been upgraded. So it actually gives you a better resistance to like hot spots, and it will further the lifespan of the panel. And I know that I mentioned that this thing is flexible, but you can actually flex it 270 degrees. And so that makes it so you can actually put it really where any rigid panel can't go. I mean, you can actually put this thing onto like the hood of your car. You know, it has those grommet holes so you can tie it down, or you can put some sort of like gluey adhesive on the back and actually glue it down. And another thing about it being flexible is that it is light and thin. It only weighs 3.8 pounds and it's 2.1 millimeters thick. So if you're in the market for a flexible panel and you're looking for a variety that's around 200 watts, something that can easily power a 12-volt battery, and you can connect these in series to power up your 24-volt or your 48-volt battery banks, you might want to check out the BougeRV Arch 200. I believe it has everything you need for years to come. So if you have any questions, please go ahead and leave them in the comments. I'll have a link to this item and everything else I used in the description, just in case you want to look further into it. Thank you so much for watching this video, and have a great day. Bye-bye.